I'm sure by now you've seen one of those ridiculous videos where they tell you can go buy a vacation rental home, and as long as you manage it, you get to write it off against your W-2 income. And of course, at face value, that sounds amazing, but we all know the devil is in the details. And here, I'm going to explain to you how it actually works, and then second of all, why it's a dumb idea. So here we go. What we're going to do in this example, we have a $500,000 short-term rental property that you've purchased, and then let's say we have a taxable income of $250,000. So that's the income that's left over after all of your write-offs and everything like that. Now, I am not an accountant, but generally speaking, the estimated tax on that would be about $57,000. And then, so what we're going to talk about then is the useful life of the property. Real estate is a unique asset class because it depreciates. And so even if the price continues to go up, the asset depreciates by tax code. So it says that the usable life of a residential structure is 27 and a half years, which amounts to 3.6% of the home value every year you get to write off on your taxes. So now what they're going to talk about doing is it's called an accelerated depreciation. You get to take all of the depreciation instead of 3.6% a year, you take all of it in 1 year. So that means that your $250,000 of W-2 income gets immediately erased. And the best part is you could do it over multiple years. So this $500,000 would last you this year and next year if you made the same income. So now, obviously you'll still pay taxes, but for this example, we'll say that, you keep all of this. You'll make $57,000 and then another $57,000 from year 2, and that $114,000 equals another 20% down payment for another property. Now sounds great, but the problem is this: you have 27 and a half years, but say in 10 years, you decide that the property isn't making any money or there's all kinds of issues with it, whatever happens, and you decide to sell. Well, you might have forgotten that sweet little tax break you got, but Uncle Sam did not. So right now you have claimed 27 and a half years of benefits, but you've only owned it for 10. That means the other 17 and a half years of benefits that you claimed of tax deductions, Uncle Sam wants that back. And that will be about 64% of the benefits that you got. Uncle Sam wants it back. That will be $320,000 added directly to your taxable income for the year that you sell that property. Now, usually, nobody's dumb enough to do, and usually no one holds property for 27 and a half years, but usually they won't take the full deduction either. They'll take maybe 8 years or 10 years, but if you take 8 and then you sell in 5, you still have that 3-year gap that you have to bridge. So this sounds great on paper, but it really doesn't add up when you do it. Just do it the old-fashioned way and deduct it over time.